Similar Strangers podcast. This is your lovely, elevated host, Terry. Sitting alongside me is my good friend. Good friend? New friend? Stranger friend. Good friend. Ray.
I'll take any of those for sure. I'll take any of those. That was actually, damn, yo, you took. You know, I'll let you take the thunder. That's fine. I like that.
Take the thunder.
You that was so eloquent. I can't even be mad about that. I was like, damn. Yeah, no, I was actually perfect. Yeah, no, that was actually really good. Actually,
we can start the show now.
Oh yeah, right. Episode two. For those joining us again, welcome back. If it's your first time listening, what's up?
How have you been?
Good.
What's new?
I was just gonna say that. No, not much. For the holiday weekend, went to New York. I know both of us went to New York this weekend.
Oh, that's right. You were visiting a friend, right?
A friend and I went to New York to. We just did the city hopping. You know how it goes. Just going around, seeing different things, taking them spots he's never been to.
What part of the borough?
We went to Chinatown.
Okay. Chinatown's good.
Right off Canal Street. And
okay.
Then we went to Meiloa, which is a viral pork bun spot that we. Yeah, they're pretty mean. I prefer the baked pork buns.
Okay.
But they do baked, steamed. They do like a coconut topping one. That's pretty interesting.
Nice. What's the place? Mitsuwa, Japan.
Oh, Mitsuwa,
yeah.
That's I think that's in Fort Lee, if I'm not mistaken.
Is
right?
it Fort Lee?
Yeah, it should be like Fort Lee or something like that.
It's over by like a pier. Like it's over by like the
Yeah. It's like it's like the last exit, if not like the second to last exit. It's one of those four areas right by the river.
Anyway, though, it's a really good Japanese market.
Oh yeah.
And then like,
but they also have a food court. It's like a grocery store / food court.
And then there's like shops on the outside where you can get like manga and like
no, literally. So ironically, another spot we hit in New York City, me and my homie, was that spot, but it's the bigger flagship store, I guess, in New York, Kinokuniya. Yeah. So you walk in and the main floor is just a bookstore. It's like Barnes and Noble's type vibes.
I am gonna have to look this up.
Then the basement floor is like stationery, a lot of like periodicals, manga.
How do you say that again?
Like not manga really, but like they'll have like special editions. Kinokuniya. Kino.
Yeah.
Ku.
Oh, books. Kinokuniya books.
Yeah, you see it.
Yeah, I see it. Okay.
Yeah. The one in New York is legitness. I can't lie. But it's huge because on the top, so like the floor level is all books, so it's like a Barnes and Noble's, Books a Million type vibe. Mm-hmm. You go upstairs and it's all manga, like every alphabetical. They do figures up there as well, pins, a lot of stuff. It's always packed in there. There's never a time it's not packed. And on a Memorial Day weekend, people are probably in there drunk after partying and stuff like that.
That's true.
Maybe having something at the bar and then hitting Kinokuniya because you're like, I want to get a book. I
want to get a book.
Yeah, word.
No, I feel
what else? And then the base floor is, like I said, is stationary. They have like all types of fountain pens. Okay. They have like pencils, like stamp making stuff. Mm-hmm. They have a lot. I picked up a Studio Ghibli, a Princess Mononoke sketchbook, and it's like fabric bound, hardcover. Like it's so good. It's so nice. It's real pretty. It's just a gray. I got to see what the paper quality hitting for, but what else? Yeah, Kinokuniya. If you've never been, you should go. It's a good spot.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to check that out.
And then we went to where else did we go to? We went to Forbidden Planet, the comic shop.
Okay, I've heard of that.
I met an influencer there. That was interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I just said what's up. I didn't want to bother him. He had his dog with him in his bookstore. It was pretty funny. Like right wing conventions and rallies and he just talks to people and just like,
Oh, okay. I see.
Kind of like shows people like what these people really think. Like sometimes. Got you. It was very interesting. I was like, you're the books.
You have the patience for that? Like, yeah, have fun with that.
Yeah, God bless, man. Bless, literally, man.
God bless.
So Forbidden Planet. Picked up Frank Miller's Ronin.
Okay.
I had that as a kid, middle school, high school. I bought it. First job, I bought like a nice graphic novel at Borders. If you remember Borders, you probably qualify for ARP. Remember? No, I'm kidding.
I love Borders.
I loved Borders. Oh, I would always get like a Java mocha shake from the little cafe they'd have in the corner.
And Borders let you like
They had great
Borders let
coupons.
you chill.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They let you chill out there and just. I mean, Barnes and Noble. You can go to the
we
cafe or
I
whatever.
was just gonna
but,
say
like,
we've been there.
yeah, but like Borders had couches and chairs set up around the store. It was
very like come in, like read something, and then be like, okay, I'm gonna walk away with something too because I'm here all day. And they would give you coupons. I remember getting like 40-50% off, 20-30% off. Like you'd buy a book and you get a coupon afterwards. Like it was like one of those things where it was like they really made it an incentive to like have customers come back and stuff like that.
which you would.
And that's like where my comic book like love began was like around that time. Yeah, that's how I feel like, at least, you know. But Borders, yeah, shout out to Borders.
Shout out to Borders.
What else? Where else did I go? Oh, we went to a spot. Went to go eat at another spot called Go Go Curry.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, it's like inspired by Matsui, Hideki Matsui, the Yankees, and the guy like was inspired by his like him going from like Japanese ball to like the New York Yankees and created this kind of like this like curry spot. So it's like real simple. Like it's like
What'd you get?
I got the combo, which is you either get the home run, the grand slam, or the world champion. And it comes with like a mound of white rice smothered in this curry sauce. It's like this brown curry, like kind of like a little spice to it, nothing crazy, but like great umami and like savory notes. Like it's just so good. And they put a glaze on top of it with a cutlet of your choice. Pork or chicken. Came with like a
All right.
What else did it come with? A hard-boiled egg, some cabbage, a tempura, a shrimp tempura. I think that was it. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, and a sausage. Pause.
Nice.
So yeah, no, but banging. It's like $17-$18. It's not bad. It's not a bad setup.
Sounds like you had a good day.
Yeah, shit was dope. It was a good time. Shout out to my boy Lorenzo.
While you were doing that, I was over at City Field at AEW.
Wrestling.
Wrestling. That took a lot out of me, but it was because I drove in.
You're crazy.
Yeah,
You could take like.
I just,
Okay.
bro,
I'm not
I
even-
was
I'm not-
like, so like,
I would drive to an event like that, honestly.
So yesterday I got my oil changed, and then after I got my oil change, I said to myself, well, instead of having to go to the train and then do this and then transfer and then this why don't you just drive in?
No, I get that, but honestly too, like because you know, depending on the event, if you know it ends before a certain time, I would take the train, because I think it's the LIRR you gotta take to get to City Field, but it takes you like there's like a stop that literally leaves you at City Field, like you can just So like, but honestly, sometimes like with events like that, I would drive.
I would drive. I wanted to once the how do I put this? I don't know why
You said once it's done, you can just dip out. You don't have to wait for the train.
I just wanted, like the final match is done. We walk out, we get in the car, and then that is exactly what we did. No, like, okay, now we got to get on this, and then I just wanted to drive in, so that's what we did.
I know. I don't blame you one bit. I've done that mad times. At
That's
City
what we
Field.
did.
I've seen the Mets play there.
I don't know why that was so difficult for me to express.
Yo, good.
I was having a moment.
No, I don't blame you though.
I was having a moment.
You know.
It's all good though. Other than that,
Yeah, was there anything else you did in the city, or just you went to AEW and then went in and dipped out?
we just went there because I had to be at the gym the next day to take pictures because the
Yeah.
Murph event, which I did. I didn't go to the first heat because the first heat was at 6 a.m. and we didn't get back home till 1 something.
Yeah.
So
Especially after a wrestling event, and that's another reason why I'd rather. Yeah.
drive.
Yeah, I'd rather drive too. Because if you're getting home at 1, if you're waiting for the train, you'd probably get in the last train home.
Dover's last train comes in at 1:30.
Yep.
So
Yep. The last train that leaves Penn Station, I think, is like 1:11 or something like that.
yeah, so I said, fuck it, I'll just drive in. And I did. For the most part, I mean, I didn't really have to go through the city. It was kind of like what we
went around. I remember passing exits for LaGuardia, shit like that. So
No, going to City Fields is not
bad.
No, going to City Fields is not bad.
No,
it's more scenic too. You get a lot of the.
Yeah.
One of my good homies, one of our homies, has a studio out near that area.
It wasn't too bad.
Not near that, near Yankee Stadium, but it's like similar in.
People were driving crazy, obviously, but it wasn't too bad.
You go to a certain point and then you got to get towards the city, but it's pretty quick. But when you get to that point, it's pretty close to the highway adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
But not bad. Yeah, the city's always a good time.
But I
prefer Jersey sometimes because the city gets so crazy. There was a Punjabi artist performing when we went to the city on Sunday.
My anxiety in the city sometimes.
So there was like a big turnout.
There was a lot going on.
Yeah, I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, what? But one of my coworkers knew him, so I was like, oh, you know this dude? Like, I wanted to go.
I used to be heavy.
I saw Tyler at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, nice.
At the theater there. So I get like how I can get crazy over there when a concert's happening and stuff like that.
Last time I was in, did we talk about this? Last time I was in the city area was, well, that's a lie. But for a concert was Governor's Ball. Oh. I forget what year. That was a lot of fun. That is a story for another time. Yeah. Not an intro. For
I was just gonna say we could redirect.
Nothing bad. It was a fun experience. Nothing bad. It was just I had a crazy time. That was fun. I saw Glitch Mob. I saw Childish, Bastille, however you want to say it. I saw James Blake. They wanted to leave. Empire of the Sun was the last headliner on the last day, and my friends wanted to go, and I'm like, damn, I don't even get to see Empire of the Sun. But it was all right though, because I saw a bunch of different. I saw a great. Tyler was there.
That's how I felt about Kaytranada when I saw Afropunk. We dipped out.
Yeah.
When Kaytranada, so we saw like the first 3 songs, but I was like, I wanted to stay for that set because
Yeah.
But yeah, no, concerts, festivals like that. And it takes so much out of you. My goodness gracious.
It takes, yeah.
Because you're jumping around, like going to different spots. Like I saw Daniel Caesar, Jesse Reyes.
And we went all 3 days.
Erykah Badu closed the last night. Like, I saw bodies. I saw the internet. I saw Tyler. It was a lot.
I would love to see the internet.
Oh, amazing. Amazing.
Them.
Sid.
I love them.
Matt Martians, the whole gang, Steve Lacy. My goodness.
Love Steve Lacy.
Patrick Page III, I think, is their bass player. I forget the drummer's name. Nasty though, they're so gelled, and then they're teasing new music. So at least Sid's teasing new music. So so we expect something, I guess, in the near future in a podcast. Us gushing over the new project, because they're like Kendrick's vibes. They don't really put out music unless they really are like locked in on it.
Did you listen to the Drake albums?
Yeah, I started. I haven't finished.
I listened to 3 songs off of the.
I don't want to give an opinion on it because I feel like there's people out there that might be like, oh, but Drake, I love Drake, I like Drake's music.
I'm gonna tell you exactly how I feel.
But post beef battle Drake, I don't know. I'm not feeling it.
I listened to 3 songs. I forget which mixtape or album or whatever he's calling it. And I was not really impressed with the first 3 songs. Now, I think there's a certain album that everyone is saying is the best one.
Well, I think Iceman itself, like the title, the reason everyone's here, I think Iceman's is the one that most people like. I started listening to a couple tracks on that one, like the first I think I want to say like the first 3 or 4 tracks, and it starts off with bars and stuff like that. But like I said, like post beef Drake, I don't know, man. It just, I hope me and a good friend of mine, we discuss a lot of music because that's like the gel that kind of like formed the relationship.
Yeah.
So we're always going back and forth with music, like listening to Action Bronson's project. He's always throwing stuff in the DMs for like listen.
Action Bronson's.
Action Bronson's amazing. His new project is amazing. I think Planet Frog is called, if I'm not mistaken. And he paints his covers. Like he gets it. Like he understands. And he's like, he's not trying to. And his voice sounds different now too. He sounds a lot deeper now.
Did he change his voice because people were saying that he sounded like Ghostface Killer?
He's always sound like Ghostface. But even Ghostface got mad. But he ended up showing.
I thought he didn't care.
No, there was initial beef with that. But I mean that blew over because then they ended up like I think they ended up actually like meeting and squashing and talking. Yeah. And he's from like Queens. Like he's just like an Albanian dude that's just
I think I would have been flattered, if I was.
No, but he comes from Ghostface comes from an era where like if you bite someone's style, like
correct,
and to bite anyone like Ghostface, like bro, you better have a reason for it. But no, I think action just sounds like it sounds in the raps a lot like which one?
What is that song?
Wait, whose song is that? Action?
Ghostface. No, Ghostface. It's old.
Oh,
I'll find it.
I was gonna say we have to because you're singing it right now. It's throwing me off on trying to figure out what song. No offense to you, I apologize. But like I was saying,
what is that song?
So so to go along with this Drake thing, I was saying, me and my friend were talking, and we kind of come to like this kind of consensus that possibly. So now there's not confirmed information, all that jazz. This is just speculation. Me and him just talking crap, trying to figure out why Drake's album doesn't hit the same way. And what we were saying is that possibly is that because he did these 3 projects to get out of the deal, like, so he's no longer signed to the label. Like now he's independent. And
did that go through?
Yeah, no, he literally did these
that
projects to get out of his deal. Like he's like, this is the final part. He's going independent now. And then for anyone like Drake to go independent, that's a smart move. Because then like you control your own narrative. You got the pull that you got. You can just.
Are we gonna get something? Are we gonna get another Nothing Was the Same album?
See, but that's where I was leading to.
Are we gonna get that again?
Like I personally think that he's doing this so that like then he gets to put out his real work. Like I feel like a lot of this stuff is either just B-side or him just trying to get the last little bit off his chest and being like, I'm done.
Because those first 3 songs, I was listening to it and I'm like, this is the same. I'm like, this isn't.
It sounds like a lot of his old project stuff.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, me and my boy Kobo were talking about that, and he was
because.
I think he's doing this to get out the deal and then actually going to put out like legit music soon.
Which is smart, but can we get some bangers? I mean,
there's some songs on there that are hot. They hit the radio. They got some
I mean, Rihanna did the same thing and she gave us bangers.
Yeah, but I feel like she needed to do that because she was probably like, I'm probably not coming back. I'm probably not going to do the music anymore. And people,
she's the makeup lady now.
Yes. Well, not even that.
She's the makeup lady. Do you realize that? Do you realize that?
Yes. 100%.
She is the makeup lady now.
Yeah. 100%. No, I'm not down. No, listen, I know what Rihanna did, and she switched up her bag. Now she has a family. Now she's got like a whole life she's living. Like she's like finally found someone that she can vibe with.
Good for her. I love Riri.
No, exactly. Good for her. I feel like that's what you need, man. You need that type of that energy and that that ambiance.
She's happy with ASAP. That's cool. Good
they
for
have
her.
mad kids together. God bless.
Yeah, back to back. Like,
he ain't playing.
Like,
he
whoa,
need to chill, man.
Don't you need a break? I mean, I wouldn't know. No, I'm just saying. I mean, like you would think, right? But I guess some people they just want to get it. Like they want to have their set number of kids and then just
live life
and then just be done with it.
Yeah, I feel like they're done after this. I feel like 3 kids is a lot.
I can respect that.
Think about my mom growing up and having my older sister, myself, and my younger brother.
Yeah,
like. Having 3 kids like within almost because me and my sister are a year and 4 days apart. Like we're like Irish twins basically. Mm-hmm. So like she had like 2 little ones, and then like 2-3 years after that, my brother came along. So then having like all like these kind of pseudo young older kids, and then this little rugrat, little milk boy running around, just causing drama, lighting things on fire. Like we definitely gave my parents plenty of gray hairs, like, you know what I mean? But like to have 3 kids like in concession. So, but my sister has 2. They're sweet. They're amazing. They're smart. They're pretty well behaved, whenever they're not being, having a tantrum and stuff. But
what?
It's just a lot to have 3 kids, like, you know. Being a mogul on top of
No, because you were just like, my sister says like 2. I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? I'm sorry, I blanked out for a second.
No, you good. No.
Must be the green. I'm sorry, I blanked out.
With the whole like, I blanked out. But I think they have 3 now. It seems like 3 would be a good number for them. But I mean, I'm not. You know, I'm neither part of that.
I don't know. I think I'm going to be one of those people where maybe in the future, if I want to adopt or whatever, but I don't. I'm happy for everybody who you have kids and it's fulfilling for you or whatever. But I just feel like I'm going to be one of those people that doesn't necessarily. I don't have to have children.
Yeah. I don't think it's for everybody.
I'm good.
I don't think it's for everybody.
Yeah.
Population is pretty out there.
Unless
you want someone to pass your lineage. I know a lot of people do it because it's like, you know, it's like leaving something behind, something to remember them by.
Okay, family heritage, stuff like that. Yeah. I get that. Everything
goes into other things too. You know, there's like also the religious aspect of it. There's a lot of religions.
Aspect. There are different reasons. Just for me, I'm good with living my life to the fullest. And when I go, I'm not gonna have any ties to. I'll be gone. You know what I'm saying? So when it's done, it's done. Yeah. When it's done, it is done. Yeah. So, but that's just me.
Yeah, no, like I said, you know,
that's just me.
You know, would I like to have kids? Maybe one day, but you know, it's not. It's not for me to decide. B, you know, my partner would have to be. You know, they would have to be.
Yo, what do we?
It takes 2 to tango. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, no, we're going left. Let's lock in.
No, I mean we are locked in. I'm just like, wait, how did we? Yeah, what are we talking about? No, I mean, man, it's cool.
We went from Rihanna to kids to family.
Cool.
You know? Yeah.
No, but like,
we're at that age too. We're a little bit older, you know. So it's like that's something we talk about more. You know, when you're young, you think about family and kids and this, that, and a third. But it's
just a real conversation. It's just a life conversation. I mean, obviously, we're gonna talk about, you know, the anime, the video game, the nerd stuff, but whatever. It's you know.
Yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah, no, other than that though, besides our weekend and stuff like that, you know what song I was listening to earlier that like I kind of low-key wanted to talk about a little bit.
What's up?
So are you familiar with How Much Can a Heart Take? It's Lucky Day and Yebba. How much can a heart take?
I don't think I've ever heard that. And I like Lucky Day.
It's amazing. He did his one project. I forget the name of the project, but it was like all women features. Like he had Yebba on it. He had I think he had Ari Lennox on there. I'm pretty sure he had LMA.
Nice.
Like he was like that project's one of my favorites. But the song with him and Yebba, it's like it's just so good. But Yebba's I'm just impressed by her music. Her musicality, her range. She's like so good. I remember them seeing a video of her before she like blew up. She did a performance on SNL with Chance the Rapper.
Okay.
And she's singing backups for Chance the Rapper. So think about that. You know what I mean? That's like me seeing Duran Bernard at an Erykah Badu concert singing backups for her. And then like, you know, she does a moment where she like lets her backup vocalists and her
that's how it goes.
And her band like shine for a second, like, oh, my drummer, my keyboardist, and he's like, oh, my backup vocals. And then I remember her being like Duran, and him just like, because he's got, you know, his range. He's like, he can go all the way from falsetto all the way down to baritone. Like, he's got like uber range. It's magnificent. But hearing Yebba sing backups for Chance the Rapper, and he like even Chance like his head spins back, and he's like, "Damn, girl, like you cooking right now." Like if you see the video, if you look it up,
I will.
I'll send it your way. I'll send it your way. But yeah, no, I was listening to that song earlier. I'm just like,
nice.
Her vocal range is, but it's interesting. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, she's from the UK.
Okay.
And I was saying like how recently a lot of the R&B. A lot of the R&B scene popping up right now are a lot of UK artists that are in the R&B scene. Sasha Keeble, she's British and Colombian.
I'm trying to think. Okay.
Who else? LMA, she's been bubbling, but she was born and then lived in the UK, but she went to high school in New York. That's why she got that vibe to her. Mm-hmm. But she's British. She's British as hell. She's got the accent and all.
I mean, I want to say like,
I want to say I want certain things to come back mainstream, blah, blah, whatever, but I don't even really listen to. I haven't turned on the regular radio.
I don't listen to radio anymore.
Years.
Yeah, I don't listen to radio anymore.
In years, it's my mix and what I discover every single day. So I can't say that I want R&B to come back and make it in the mainstream. But you remember how it was back in the 90s and the early 2000s and stuff. R&B was R&B.
I mean, Aaliyah, you talk about freaking oh my god, you think about all the groups in general too, like TLC throwing a little R&B but like hip hop and R&B were like
Destiny's Child,
like features like were starting to happen more often as we were growing up in the late 90s into the early 2000s. So like this amalgamation of hip hop and R&B was like more prevalent. It's more prevalent now, and it's almost synonymous now. But there was a point where like having a feature on an album was like, you're like, oh, that a feature? Like,
it was a big deal.
You were like,
it was a big deal.
Like
now
it's like
everyone is
featured.
Yeah, everyone has 1,000 people on one song. Yeah.
That's why it's interesting to see guys like Cole who will do a whole rap album without a single feature, and you see the features, and then when you go to look it up, it's just an alternate persona of J. Cole,
of the artist.
Yeah, Tyler does that a lot, but Tyler features like when he features people, there's like a rhyme and reason for it too.
Yeah.
He doesn't just throw you in there just to throw you in there. Like he's like, I need certain vocals or a certain thing, and you're filling that pocket for me. So I'm like, I know I can't do it. I can do it, but like I'd rather have someone else kind of like give it like of that extra, like him working with Charlie Wilson all the time. Like, come on, man.
So that's what's in your orbit right now. So, well, musically, for me, it's a lot of MF Doom plays.
Yeah.
Nujabes plays. Yep. Nujabes plays every single day. So that's not really listening to more Police.
Sting.
Yeah. And I went back to that Childish Gambino mixtape, Kauai, that I told you about.
I gotta re-listen to that one. I haven't heard that in years.
It's good stuff.
I was gonna say some of the people on my hit list right now are Jordan Ward.
Okay.
Sailor.
Okay.
Almine.
Yeah.
I gotta learn.
I listened to him.
I meant to look up how to pronounce his name. I messed up on that one.
Yeah, I listened to him.
But he's amazing. He just started. He just did a little tour in New York. In the States recently, a small little intimate thing. It looked like, but amazing vocalist. That's more. It's more my vibe. I tend to go into R&B kick, but hip hop is always, it's always gonna be like kind of like my first love, honestly.
My first love.
Spanish music. I hate to say, like growing up, you go to mad parties as a kid, and you're hearing like la salsa, merengue, bachata, different styles, like depending on what. Being Puerto Rican, like.
What?
Like it's, I don't know. It's just like this, like there's also a mix of like more dancey vibe stuff too. But it's a lot of just like if you're dancing, it's probably gonna be Spanish music.
Yeah.
Especially growing up.
Yeah. My mother listened to a lot of Sade.
We were doing a Sade listen the other day.
Yeah, so there was that. But I mean, like me personally, the music that I was allowed to listen to until I became a teenager, it was mainly Michael Jackson. So like that I really only listened to Michael Jackson and then stuff I heard on the radio. We had this discussion last week, but then like when I got older and I was in high school, that's when I started to develop my own personal taste in music. But for me, it's listened to a lot of, it's a mix of everything. Lot of dance music.
That was on the radio heavy, like KTU and Z100 back in the day.
Back in the day, but like for now, it's just.
That's when you actually listen to the radio. I feel like
back then, like when we were growing up, Z100 and the morning show was actually it was fun to listen to. It was cool. I mean, I think they still do that now, right?
Yeah.
Z100 still does that.
No, same crew, everything.
Same crew, everything.
Duran, all of them. Yeah,
they're still there. They're still doing that. But oh no, because we were talking about this. So artists like Lasco. I don't know if you remember back in the day, there used to be the Ultra Trance, Ultra Dance CDs
with the chicks on the front.
Low key, yes.
They had like the sunglasses or whatever and shit.
Sequence or like
yeah.
like
hold
animal
on,
print in like purple.
Yeah, hold on.
pink
I'm gonna
or
show you a
whatever.
picture. That's
so
the kind of trance and dance music that I grew up like. That I love. We were talking Cascade.
Yes, I love Cascade. One of my homies put me on Cascade.
All those guys. I mean, now it's the dance music. I love stuff like K Tronada. I mean, we can bring up K Tronada.
God, seeing him,
His
even the
latest
3 songs
album
I did
was
hear
so
him at
good.
Afropunk,
Was
I was
so
dancing
good.
all the way to the car because this shit was just rocking, just like boom,
Yeah.
boom,
I
boom,
love K Tronada.
boom, boom. The instrumentals, vocal stuff. You're like, oh my god, who is this guy? I didn't. I was familiar, but I didn't know if it's working before then. And like that literally just like
Here we
opened
go.
up my.
Here we go.
My
Do you remember these CDs? Yeah. Do you remember these?
Yes, I do.
See,
I do.
yeah. Ultra Dance 8. So
God.
I'm assuming that was 2008.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, obviously, right? Because it's like the number.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a 10. Yeah.
That's so funny.
A lot of good. Wait, let's see who's on these albums. Okay. Dido, Moby, Chemical Brothers, Tiesto. I mean, Tiesto, but that's like. Tiesto is Tiesto. So, I mean, what am I going to. I would never say anything bad about Tiesto. Like, please.
Tiesto, no, was it Tiesto?
Legend.
I was gonna say
Legend.
Did he pass?
Tiesto? No, he's
No,
alive.
who's the one that Avicii?
Avicii died.
Avicii passed. Yeah.
That was sad.
That was really sad. That's why I was like, that wait, Tiesto. I was like, no, Tiesto's still around. Tiesto's still around. Yeah. I don't mean to put that on him. I apologize. I don't want to put that. You know, I don't want that type of comment. Yeah, you know what I mean?
He'll be fine. No, yeah, and it was random. It was like all of a sudden, like, oh, Avicii, but he was dealing with stuff. So
Yeah, no, I was sad. But you know what's great? So talking about like throwback music, like we were having a discussion earlier. Hilary Duff dropped a new album.
oh yeah,
I haven't listened to it, but like her, and then I saw in concert Ali and AJ. I don't know if you remember Ali and AJ. They were like the sister duo.
Yes.
Oh my! They had a TV show for a bit. I think it was on. What was it on? It was on Disney or it was on Nickelodeon or something like that.
Wait, was it around the time of Was
Like-
it around the time of like the Zach and Cody and the Sweet Life and
Sweet
shit?
Life, and it was around either that or it was around what was Jamie Lynn Spears' Zoe 101, Zoe 101 era.
Zoe 101 was the low key.
Yeah.
I love that shit. I don't know.
I know.
Why. I don't know why I love that show.
They did a
That
like a
was-
comeback year
I
or whatever.
think- but I think after that era is when Nickelodeon just died.
I mean,
After that era, I think
Yeah.
Zoe 101 was like the
that
last
was like the end of
instant.
it.
Yeah, that was like the
because she
that
was
the
like she
tail
was
end.
pretty much like Nickelodeon's Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
And then she ended up getting the pregnancy thing, and then that really like you can't have that on TV. They're like, oh, teenage pregnancy, like no, let's not address it or anything like that. Let's not bring it up in the show.
What happened to Jessica Simpson?
She's still around. I know she was. I know recently they were talking about like she was dealing with weight issues and stuff like that.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then I don't know if I'm not gonna claim to know anything about this, but maybe I think possibly some type of either Ozempic or dieting type of thing combination. You know how it goes nowadays.
No, I liked her stuff.
but
when
she got back into shape, back into health,
Yeah.
and she's been in the public eye a little bit.
But her
I think she was in
sister-
another tuna fish commercial. Remember the whole?
She wasn't.
Is this chicken or fish?
Is this?
It was a deep cut thing.
Is
If you
this
remember that, yo,
chicken?
shout out to you.
That's a deep cut.
That's a deep cut.
That's a deep. Is this chicken or fish? No, but her sister.
Oh, with Ashley, right?
That was during my that was during my emo phase. Ashley Simpson's album, like the pop punk.
Yeah, that was like the Avril Lavigne, like Haley Williams coming up.
I was in my
Shout out to Haley Williams.
In sophomore year, I was just I was one of those angsty teens.
Yeah, no, I get that. You saying I'm so waiting to see those photos of you with the rocker with the when you were rocking the emo look and the eye makeup and stuff.
But yeah, I'll have to find those photos.
Yeah, yo, for real. Gotta bring back the old school. I did so much growing up. I feel that. I was sports. I did everything.
So is this the music episode? Are we going to talk about anything in anime and video game? What's even coming out right now? I have no idea what's coming out soon.
I think we did. I think the one thing we were talking about anime before though. We're talking
What?
about how like having the wardrobes in anime, like you say typical, like you either keep the outfit completely, or you had those animes that were like, okay, they were in a different fit every day. Because we were watching Yu Hakusho, and some of the fits that Yusuke in the game be rocking are clean, and it's like that 80s 90s vibe, so like the oversized like blazers and stuff like that, rocking with like multi-layered like tops and jeans with sneakers. You think about like shoes coming out through like Slam Dunk, like they were rocking like straight up Jordans in those animes, just like not putting the logo on it.
Slam Dunk.
Yep. Yo. And then you think about for all my animation fans, Totally Spies, they were rocking different fits besides their regular jumpsuits that they were wearing, but they had like compact mirror laser things and communicators. Like Totally Spies was legitness. I'll tell you that right now.
Totally, that was. Hold on.
You're good.
That was
Cartoon Network.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. That was Cartoon Network. Yeah. Cartoon Network was going strong for a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they did. Really, just sadly, the guy who owned Cartoon Network passed away recently.
Oh really?
Yeah, Turner.
Oh shit.
From the Turner family. Yeah.
I didn't know. Oh, you're right. It was Turner.
Yeah.
You're right.
But like, I hate that. Not. Oh, I'm not gonna say I hate to say it. It's crazy to hear it when you hear like one of those TV guys because like supposedly like it was just like a straight up just like a dude with money that was just like, yo, I'm putting stuff on that I grew up with, and he was a huge cartoon guy. So Cartoon Network became a thing because he was like, I love good animation, I love original stuff, I love all this like. He's like, I'm gonna put it on. And, putting people on.
I was sitting in a group of people, and I was talking about. They were like, "Oh, what was your favorite cartoon or whatever that you can think of from the past?" I mentioned Johnny Quest, and nobody knew what I was talking about.
You might as well just say the Hercules. If you know,
but how do you not know Johnny Quest?
I know Johnny Quest.
How did they not know Johnny Quest?
It's crazy. But that's a very obscure.
How is Johnny? How is?
I mean, they still have they still have the comic book Johnny Quest, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and wait, but Johnny Quest was Johnny Quest Hanna-Barbera?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it was, right?
Yeah, it's a Hanna-Barbera.
So how do these people? But and like there were older people sitting in the group too. It wasn't Gen Z. There were older people, older than me.
They didn't know about Hanna-Barbera.
They didn't know about Johnny Quest. I was so
maybe past their time if they're that old. But I'm like, yo, Johnny Quest was.
They were older than me.
Yeah.
So it came out, but
that's like not knowing the Jetsons, the Flintstones.
How do you not know the Jetsons?
Magilla Gorilla, what else were great Hanna-Barbera cartoons were out there? Or you think about even more modern, like Two Stupid Dogs, that whole like.
I forgot about Two Stupid Dogs. Cow and Chicken.
I think we talked about Cow and Chicken last week a little bit, but yeah, Cow and Chicken with the devil with the big butt that would be. Yo, it was like
this is the same thing as Rocko's Modern Life. Yeah, everybody. I'm like, why does everybody have a big butt? It was weird.
I guess the big butt was humorous back in the day.
I guess so.
Because nowadays it's more like it's fashionable.
But Nickelodeon was doing some shady, sketchy things back. There was a lot going on. Because didn't she start on? Didn't Ariana start on?
Victorious? No. Yeah, Victorious. Yeah. That's her start.
That dude, he got in trouble.
Well, Leon Thomas came from Victorious too.
No, but that dude, like
Dan Schneider,
he got in trouble.
People look back. I mean, there was a whole documentary about Nickelodeon. Drake Bell came out saying like he was abused, stuff like that. Yeah. There's a lot of artists. There's audition tapes and B-side stuff of Ariana doing stuff with her feet.
I heard about it. That's strange.
Speaking
of Ariana, I like a few of her songs.
Oh, we're going down to Ariana Grande. Okay, I listen.
No, a few of her songs.
Listen, rest in peace, Mac Miller. The first thing from Ariana Grande.
No. I'm glad you brought that up. I am glad you brought that up.
The song is literally that's the reason why I fell in love with Ariana Grande.
I'm glad you brought this up because I love Mac Miller.
Yeah.
What happened to him? And we talked about this. And I mean, I said, but that was not her fault about what happened.
No.
And for fans to do that to her and treat her that way, that was really fun.
Listen, now people take a breakup. And how they process that is on their own.
But it was not his.
No. I don't think she had any
overdose. Like that was not her.
He was always on and off relapsing.
He was doing drugs since high school.
Yeah. And it just got harder, and it just got a little bit like especially they say like the whole lean culture is what really kind of was the catalyst to a lot of these like him, Juice WRLD. I think Lil Peep, right? Lil Peep ended up overdosing too.
Lil Peep.
There's a lot of artists on this.
What that lean is, you got to keep going. You can't
stop.
It's
liquid heroin.
You got to keep going.
It's liquid heroin.
And
think about how addictive
like the withdrawal is. You got to.
I had a friend who was getting off the methadone, doing all that stuff, and freaking so like I get it, like it's hard, like you got to wean your way off of it. You can't just do it cold turkey because that could kill you in its own.
Correct.
So like I get that. Like I met him and he was on the clinic on the last bit, just trying to get himself clean and stuff. So I get that.
Do you watch? Speaking of withdrawal, do you watch Euphoria?
No, I did not find.
You don't like Zendaya? I love
Zendaya. I just don't like the concept of a show starting off as high schoolers and they're, they have these young ladies exposing themselves and everyone's like, oh yeah, but they're of age. I'm like, I understand that, but the concept is that they're in high school.
You know what?
That's why I was like, I understand really that.
The reason why that show like is why I watch it and why I first watched it when it came on was because I lived that life. So. It just everything that happened to the show was like.
I feel like everyone in high school did a little bit of that sometimes. Not
specifically
everyone,
Zendaya's character.
So you went down the rabbit hole that way.
It was like I was like, wow, this is hit like, and millions of other people just like me.
Yeah.
But they did a good job of portraying and showing what it's like to go through the whole addiction. Like they did a very good job on the show with that. A lot of stuff on the show with like these high schoolers doing whatever. I'm like, okay, that's like a little.
That's part of deterred me, honestly.
Little out, like it's like okay, that's like extreme, but you know what? In some instances, some of that stuff, I mean, things do happen. I mean, but it's sensationalized because we're watching a TV show.
Yeah.
About so.
But, not my cup of tea though. Honestly, I hate to say it, but
I get it. Yeah.
But I've seen there's certain storylines in it that rock well. That like are but it's like this I hate to say like I don't know, just like the group too, like when it gets like the explicit stuff, I'm always like this is
these people are in high school, but I mean they are adult actors.
But even second season too, even in this season, like I like what they're doing with certain things, but then there's always like the explicit stuff that happens in more of the sexual way.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm like this is very exploitative.
That part is weird,
and it's like what are we doing here? Like,
that part, I will say that part is weird because I mean yes, these people are of age. They're all the actors and actresses are over 18, but they're portraying that part is weird.
But now with the second season, they're older, they're aged up now. You know what I mean? So now they're getting to their true age, which and they're. But there's like I said, it's just that's the only thing about it that they can't just tell a story. It's got to get like they still got to keep that thing there.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of forcing it instead of letting it be like a natural thing, like an interaction between two people who are getting that trust, getting that natural way, whether it falls out or not, that's a different story. But yeah, it's just like I feel like they're putting things in there to keep the kind of the clickbait going and keep like the,
of course, because that's what everyone responds to nowadays. Just what's the most sensational, what's the most out like just great. I feel you.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm pretty boring, dude. So.
Well, for like TV, like watching TV.
For TVs and shows, I mean, I told you before. Oh, what were we watching? We watch reruns of The Nanny. I mean, I guess you could call me the. You could call
me like the OG Peter Griffin laugh right there. You like that?
Yeah.
My sister loves that show.
You could call me the nostalgia kid. I'm just gonna accept that because I
go back. Listen,
I like the older. It's just who I like the older media. It was just quality.
I can give you an example, like because I draw. We're both artists, but I'm a heavy illustrator. Mm-hmm. I like to watch movies though. Yeah. Watching movies is something that I love to do, but it's hard to watch movies that are new. A lot of times when you're drawing, so sometimes you got to dedicate time to watching new movies. Yeah. But like if I just want to watch a movie, like 9 times out of 10, bro, I'm putting something I've watched like 1,000 times. It's gonna be like Mulan for me. It's gonna be
that's a good one.
I listen because it's a little bit of like it gives you enough singing in it where you're like, okay, this is the musical side of Disney, but then
Stop. I was like, when will it show? When will it show my reflection?
I mean, Christina Aguilera sang that song back in the day.
What?
When will my reflection show who I am inside? Yeah. Shout out to Christina Aguilera for singing that.
Shout out to Christina. Yep, that
was a classic. I love that song. And then when she sang it, I was like, this girl's killing it. Like,
what was the dragon's name?
Mushu. Mushu. Rise.
That whole scene with the ancestors at the beginning, that was so funny. I love that movie.
Yo, they treat him like a little lapdog. Yeah. They're like, yo, can you go wake up the dragon, bro? He's like, I'm the dragon. He's like, no, the real dragon.
Or when she's going to like, because I guess they're like, I forget the process, but they're auditioning to like be someone's wife or whatever.
Oh, she's learning the etiquette class.
Etiquette. Fa Mulan. Like
present. Speaking out of turn.
That lady, why would she was so intense. What was that lady's name?
I think
Mulan.
I think the grandmother. I think the grandmother was like who spit in her being Kurt or
Yeah,
something like
who's
that.
spitting her being Kurt?
I was just like, oh my god.
Oh, another good Disney movie. Emperor's New
New
Groove.
Groove?
Yeah.
David Spade. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
My favorite Disney's. I mean, I told you, Aladdin.
You stopped my groove. You interrupted the Emperor's Groove.
Beware,
sorry.
beware the groove.
Yo. Oh yeah, yo. Beware the groove.
Aladdin.
Aladdin's a classic.
Goofy movie. Tevin Campbell.
Yeah, Tevin Campbell.
Tevin Campbell.
Seeing
Put
it
respect.
eye to
Put respect
eye.
on Tevin Campbell's
Powerline.
name. Powerline.
Tevin Campbell.
There was a Powerline in well, actually,
I've seen a few
there
Powerlines.
always are Powerline at Comic-Con.
I've seen so many.
Plays. Yeah.
I do Baltimore every year.
Yeah.
Bro, I see Powerline
Low key.
all the time.
Low
There's
key.
always at least one at a time.
Low key, no one believes me until I point it out. But that is a movie. A Goofy movie is about Max going to see Michael Jackson. Okay. So
it is
literally about him going to see Michael Jackson. When when Goofy and Max are driving down and they're singing the song, Powerline drives by and he's sticking his hand out the window. It's the glove. It's the glitter glove.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even.
They make a reference to Michael Jackson. Powerline is Michael Jackson.
I gotta rewatch
that Goofy movie. Is
I've seen
about
that.
Michael
I've seen that like a
Jackson.
handful of times, and for some reason, I need to watch it with my more coagulated brain, I guess, because I've definitely seen that movie more than once.
Oh,
I've definitely seen that movie more than once.
It's low key.
But like I gotta
Michael
rewatch
Jackson.
it, and I think Atlanta did a whole documentary about it on one episode, and they talked about like how it's like the blackest movie out there.
It is the
but like
the blackest Disney movie.
Yeah, no, 100%. No, but like what
Of
and
course.
how they break it down, like how it got made, like it's crazy.
Yeah.
And very sad at the end about what happened to the guy who got it created and stuff like that. They ended up changing his project underneath his nose. Like he ended up becoming megalomania a little bit. Even his kids and his wife accounted like him, like it was just like too much stress and he was putting too much on himself, and then like he felt like he needed to do this type of thing. But I can't lie, probably one of my favorite movies and probably one of the best soundtracks, and just like these beautiful father-son moments where they're like sitting in the car and he's just like, I just want to be with you. Like I just want to like Goofy just being like, hey, I just want to be a good dad to you. Like I just wanted you to like,
because I don't know if they talk about what happened to the mom. If it was, I think it was a death. I think the mom died.
I'm not surprised. That's how Disney tends to do their...
And then Goofy's a single father.
Yeah.
You know, taking care. It's they hit a lot. That's what I'm saying. The media back then hit so many good points.
But the whole like losing your mother early, it's like a very sentimental, and it makes you like it's like a binder of you like falling in love with these people, because it's like, oh, single dad's taking care of his son. Like, you know, he's doing everything possible. He hasn't really looked for love yet. Like,
he's trying his best.
He's just trying to like raise this child because he's like, it takes precedent over me finding love again. Like I found my love. Like I don't need to find it twice.
Yeah, his son. Yeah. You know, and then
no, not even, but like being like having that be the extension, and then just feeling like your son doesn't like find you cool or just doesn't like you, and I get that.
Yeah,
like, it's always like that strain with sons and dads. Like sometimes I can't say all the time, but
same thing with Chucky from Rugrats. The mom died.
Oh my goodness.
The mom died.
Talk about a heart-jerking episode.
Bro,
like,
do you remember that episode?
Do you remember
that?
Yes.
What was Nickelodeon doing to us as children?
And the crazy part is, if you think about it, Chucky was like just young enough to remember his mom, but like only in like chunks and pieces. Like he doesn't really...
Because they talked about it.
Yeah, he's like,
dad talked to Chucky.
Yeah.
And like the picture. Oh my
yeah,
God.
and then he like has like a dream memory where he's like seeing his mom and him like playing in the garden. And,
it was
so
much.
pretty. Such a pretty.
Hey Arnold,
His
Mr. Wynn.
With
his daughter.
Award. He literally
Christmas special.
He literally grabbed his daughter as like.
If you hold on,
oh my goodness!
If y'all have not seen this episode of Hey Arnold, it is a Christmas special. Mr. Wynn reunites with his daughter. It is the most tearjerker. Like
doing everything, and then the crazy part is it's the only reason it goes through is from the alley-oop from Helga. Like Helga
saved the day.
Yes, because when you rewatch it, the guy who's like trying to find the information, he's like, it's Christmas Day, man. I'm trying to do all this stuff. I ain't got time for this. You know, he's like very dismissive.
Yeah.
And like Arnold's doing everything in his power to be like, please, can you just tell me if you know? And he's like, I have to go through all this paperwork. Like, come on, dog. It's Christmas Eve. I haven't even finished my shopping. I still got to, it's one of those type of things.
Yeah.
And then one of the things is the boots that Helga gets. That it's like
the boots.
There's like these moon boots. Like,
why am I not remembering this part of the
But
episode?
Helga got them because Helga was. She's like she's the youngest, so she gets whatever she wants.
Yeah.
But like the guy's like, yo, you can get me these boots. I can't help you. And then Helga like pulls up on him and she's like, here. Can you get him this information? And like Lily, like next thing you know, like she pulls up to the door and he's like my baby, like you're here. Yeah. And then like that flashback scene when he's like
holding her,
he's holding her up like please take my baby, please take my child, and the lady just like a person like a soldier grabs her and like they fly off in a helicopter and then he ends up in the United States being like having no like he's got no family, no nothing. He's like living on his own and probably resources limited. He lives in a boarding house, so like he can't spend the money or can't get the resources to be able to or nowhere to go. Like just language barrier, just like living in the city, just trying to work every day. And then Arnold gets, but Helga with alley-oop, yeah. That's why it was cute when they ended up getting together and kissing and like, having that moment.
Nickelodeon used to hit us.
Used to cook. I wanted Arnold's room. I wanted Arnold's room.
Everybody wanted Arnold's room.
Oh my, the fold-out couch.
The loft.
With the beep and the thing, the couch would just flop out.
Did he have access to the roof? Like,
yes, he lived on
like
the roof.
Outside. No, I know he lived on the roof, but like, could he go outside also too?
It had a window that he could open up.
The window open up, right?
The windows open
up. Perfect smoking, right there. And then you can look
like,
at the city, bro, and just chill.
Because you can
put on some jazz.
You can literally just
put on some jazz,
chilling in your room, looking at your like sunroof,
the sunroof thing. If it's raining, you can just watch the rain. Yeah,
the pitter patter, just like that. Like that's like therapy 101. Like most of my problems would be solved if I had a open window that I could look into the sky at night, or just feel and hear the rain and the wind. And
Arnold was like, Arnold was cool, but nobody recognized him as cool except for Gerald. Like they were best friends.
No, I think he was one of those dudes that's like
just no one cared. Like no one cared. Like
he had no confrontation or beef with anybody.
No,
those people that was like he's like I just
except for what's his name? Was it Gerald?
No, Gerald's his homie. Gerald was with the high.
The bully.
No,
that's not Gerald. Not Gerald. No, Gerald is high. Yes, correct.
Well, they had like the
eighth
bully,
the eighth graders, bully, the big one. What was his name? The bully of the school.
Oh, the Jewish kid.
Was he Jewish?
Yeah.
The one who wore the blue baseball cap?
Yeah, the little mini beanie.
Yeah.
He did like there was a whole episode of him doing his bar mitzvah.
Oh.
And then it was like this whole struggle. It was like a whole struggle of him like I don't want to deal with this. Like there's too much pressure. And then he runs into like a rabbi on a bus and he's like starts talking to him. Oh no, he's like he's on the bus and some dudes like pulls up on him. He's like, hey man, give me your money. And he starts reciting the Torah. And the kid's like, whoa, what you doing? And he's just repeating it. He's just like saying it off his head, like being like this will protect me type thing.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, man, I don't know what to do with you, man. I'm out of here. He kind of get scared. He's like, what's this guy talking about?
Yeah.
But it's like, but then like understanding like it's like getting power in his faith and everything like that. And it's like it becomes like a
that was the message of the episode.
Yeah, like don't be afraid to like understand like the heritage and like your family. Because then, like,
be proud of who you are. Yeah.
And then there's like episodes with Gerald and talking about his family and like them being like oh wouldn't like him being like there's always like that episode where they want to move out and they're like no you treat me like a kid. That like okay we want to treat you like a kid. That's what you want.
They did go through every character's backstory and like personal life.
Stinky had a whole episode where he was like the Yoo-hoo, the quote unquote Yoo-hoo drink they had in there. He was like. His country accent, like he became a superstar, and he's like, "I'm done with this."
You were serious about Hey Arnold. That was your show.
Well, there's certain cartoons and animations that like resonate in my brain. Hey Arnold was definitely one of them.
Gotcha.
But one of my favorite episodes is they always had like these side stories like the Ghost Train. I think there was a Halloween episode with the Ghost Train. And like there was like the ghost the ghost conductor. It was really cool. And then another one.
Yes.
And then there was the other one where they were doing the fishing competition and they were looking for like this legendary fish that lived in the Central Park Lake. There's like this big lake that was in Central Park, and they're like, "There's no way this giant fish could survive."
That episode, I have to go back.
And they catch him, but then he's like a prehistoric fish. Like he's giant, he's got spikes, and I guess he's just like one of those things. Like his genetics just allow him to like live this long life.
Just watch. I'm telling y'all, just watch the classics. You'll have a much better time. Trust me. Just
the sea turtle episode when they free the sea turtle.
Yes.
Him and grandma, they clean the shell off.
Or the episode where they get flooded in the school with the principal. And the teacher.
Yes, the flood episode, and they have to like escape out, and they're kind of like.
And then the one tenant in Arnold's house. What is his name? The tenant, and he's like he talks like Arnold, like he talk. Oh, where is he from?
That was like you keep the money, Oscar.
I love
you
that
keep the
character.
Hey Arnold. He was like, man was like, they were like, we're gonna get.
I love that character.
He was such a cheapskate too. He'd always be borrowing money from his wife.
He was a scammer, yo.
Yeah, he was just like OG.
He was a scammer.
He's like, my lumbago's acting up. I can't work. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
And his wife was working like 9 to 5 every day. He's eating all the food.
I love that character. It's so funny.
And then they had like the little like the Danny DeVito character.
Yes. Yeah. He worked construction. Yeah. Oh yeah, because there was an episode where they were trying to save the old theater, and Arnold actually went and got Dino Spumoni, who I guess is like the Frank Sinatra of the show.
Yep. So much amalgamation of things.
So much. See, I'm telling you, go back and watch.
And they had but they were trying to, they had to save the theater. So
This is lore.
Wasn't he a huge Dino Spumoni fan or something like that? Was it one of those type of things, or was it like a?
Arnold probably.
Because there was an episode with Dino Spumoni and his piano.
There were multiple.
There was one with him and his piano player, like his songwriter. So So Dino was like the voice and like the face, but then
and there was someone, and Arnold had to get them together to write
because
hit song.
he was writing the music, but he could not sing for the life of him. But Dino like had the voice, but like he couldn't write for it. Like full
circle. This is how it is in real life, son.
Yeah,
a lot of these artists.
Yeah. But I mean, a lot of times in singers,
there is a ghostwriter.
It's very common in singers, which I don't ever chalk it up to singers, because there's songwriters out there that know that they'll never be singers, but like they know that their pen is stronger than their voice.
Well, because
we get people like Carrie Hilson, that's like a singer songwriter that like wrote mad songs for hits, but then like her singing career was pretty prolific.
At some point, you understand what type of artist you are.
Another one that was being shelved because she was like, they were like, no one's really looking for your style right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, she's filling in the Amy Winehouse kind of like these strong vocals, jazzy, like intense, melodic. It's like who else am I thinking of? Cleo Sol and what's her name? Oh my goodness, I'm blanking so hard right now. It'll come to me. My goodness gracious. But like those vocals, like those strong women vocals, like just like, come on, dog. Like, what are we doing? Bring it back. Like, Amy sold for a reason. Like these girls, there's a market for it.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Amy Winehouse too.
Rest in peace.
What a tragic
to one of the goats.
And she was she was a huge hip hop fish. That's why Lupe Fiasco. That's why Lupe Fiasco's album. It's supposed to be if Amy Winehouse. It's the Samurai, I think it's called, and it's supposed to be a.
Yes, I listened to some tracks.
If Amy Winehouse was a battle rapper,
and I'll always say this with like all these artists and stuff, because like Amy obviously took from Motown, all that stuff, but she always acknowledged like where this was coming from. Same thing with Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars will tell you like, yes, I directly blah blah blah. What pisses me off are the artists who spit in the culture's face, use it for a short while as a springboard, and then be like, oh, I want to do country now. Like, fuck you. Fuck you.
That's how I feel like a lot too. It's kind of weird. It's honestly like, you want to start your whole career.
And this happens.
And
this happens all the time.
And I'm not going to say they're not a good artist or anything, but like,
but you use,
it's like a weird 180.
You use the culture to get in, and then when you got in, you were like, nah, I wasn't never really connect. Like,
it's interesting. It's interesting to me.
That's strange to me.
Yeah, I get that.
But
I respect that too.
But yeah, how did we? Damn, it's been a minute. Let's take a quick break.
Okay.
All right, we are back. I had to use the bathroom real quick. Smoke a cigarette. So it's good.
No. Let's talk a little bit about some movies. There's I added on the variety on your computer before, so like
the what?
The variety ad, the variety thing you were looking at before. So I'm gonna talk about Supergirl.
Oh, the website. Oh, yeah, Supergirl.
Like new movies.
I never got into that show.
Supergirl? No, I never watched the Supergirl movie. I mean, the TV show from CW.
CW? I never got into that show.
I'm not a TV show superhero watcher. Especially during like the...
You don't watch The Flash?
I know. I watched a little bit of Arrowverse. What else? I still need to finish up like the Netflix Marvel stuff, like the Daredevil, Luke Cage. I started most of them, but I never finished them.
Me too.
Just something about TV show superheroes. Sometimes the pacing is a little different than I like. Because in a movie, it kind of gets to the meat and potatoes of it all. But yeah, no, the new Supergirl looks really good though. Lobo's going to be in it, played by Jason Momoa, who's pretty much playing himself in his role.
Okay. Jason Momoa usually plays himself.
Yeah.
He usually plays himself, but that's fine. It's Jason.
He's cool. Maui, right? New Zealand, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, I believe so. Because then The Rock and them are Samoan, but they're like distant cousins.
Is that the?
That's like a very.
It's something like that. Yeah.
They're like distant cousins.
Is that the only thing that's?
And Boba Fett, the guy who plays Boba Fett, is also Maui.
Oh, okay. Is that what else is that it?
What?
Of what's coming out?
Was Supergirl? No. What, this weekend? What's the day? Oh, last week. The Mandalorian and Grogu dropped.
See, that's all you. That's all you.
Pedro Pascal.
Gotta get a. Well, I mean, I love Pedro, but I'm not heavy into the Star Wars franchise.
I love Star Wars. Oh my god, Maul series that came out, amazing. I gotta finish that one, but the artwork in it is just so well done. It's just so well done.
I believe you.
Oh my god, they actually did some traditional animation. Traditional artwork.
Okay.
And did like the old school kind of like mixing like kind of media with stuff. But now with CG, you can add like the ships going by really articulately, but then you'll have this beautifully rendered like buildings and like background work, and it was really cool what they did. But that opening scene's just spectacular. They were like, we're getting right to it. We're getting right to it. But I mean, Maul, at this point in the series, I think he's like, it's already established like he's like the main, like he's running the underworld pretty much at this point.
Okay.
But his post-betrayal, so he's got a robot legs and stuff. It's cool. It's cool. What else?
I am so boring.
Really?
I have no idea what's going on in y'all's world. I'm trying to... No clue what's coming out. No idea what's... And you know what?
All the new scary movies coming out.
That's right.
Pretty sure that
That's
drops,
right. That's right. And
no, May 26th. That's the next one coming out, yeah. The Backrooms. Video game. You ever played the Backroom video game? I never played it, but
no.
It was like there's like a whole internet lore about the Backrooms, and pretty much like you're like stuck in these weird like deep web. You ever been to like an abandoned? You ever see like videos of like abandoned office buildings?
Yeah.
Like abandoned like spot centers and different things, and it feels like every room you go into kind of leads into deeper and deeper into the abyss type of thing.
Yeah,
it plays into that, but it's like you could turn around and then get lost. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those type of situations. So it's like think that the back rooms change and shift and morph. So like as you go deeper into it, like it's harder to get back out of it. So it's like a video game, and then they come up with like videos and stuff online. But they made a movie. They made a movie about it. It's got some heavy hitters. Masters of the Universe, He-Man.
Yes.
I think your partner will probably be into that, right?
Oh yeah.
Heavy.
Heavy. So I will be going to see He-Man.
Oh, for sure you should. Yeah, I want to see He-Man. Yeah. The Michael movie, I need to see that one.
The what?
The Michael movie, I need to see that.
Oh, Halloween.
No, Michael Jackson. The Michael Jackson.
Oh.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I thought you meant Michael Myers.
They say Obsession, that horror movie, Obsession. That thing looked crazy.
Okay.
And someone was telling me like that movie starts off ripped. Like there's no hesitation. He was just someone would be obsessed about him, and then that's how the movie starts pretty much.
It's like a horror movie.
So imagine imagine you're a guy that's like kind of like down on his luck type of thing, and then he pretty much like wishes for someone to be obsessed with him. Like just like I wish someone would love me obsessively, pretty much. But that it's like the monkey's paw thing. It's like, oh, you want someone obsessed about you? Yeah, here you go. And this girl is like making scenes like at the restaurant, like standing up and like proclaiming like, what do you mean? What are you doing by this? Like what? But like in a very like he's like, yo, chill, like sit down, let's talk. Like she's putting she's upping the ante every time. Like she's like obsessed with him. Like she but it becomes unhealthy because then like she's obsessed. Like it's either me or nothing after a certain point. So it's like becoming one of those type of things.
Is it an A24 studio production? Because A24 become crazy.
I want to say yes, but I can't.
Did you watch Weapons?
No.
You never watched Weapons?
I'm not a horror guy.
It was a lot.
I'm not a horror guy.
It was a lot.
I've heard.
It wasn't necessarily horror. It was a mix of supernatural, thriller,
suspense type vibes.
Yes.
Yeah. Keeps you up in the air. That's why it's like, ugh.
It keeps you on the edge the whole time. It's definitely worth a watch.
I gotta see Mortal Kombat 2. I heard that was pretty decent.
I didn't finish the first one, the remake. I didn't
still showing
finish
Super
it.
Mario Galaxy. I gotta go watch that. I need to watch that.
Oh, with Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Project Hail Mary.
Project Helmet. I wanted to see that.
Yeah, I heard the book is good. They're still showing a viewing. They have one viewing. Is God Is?
Yes.
That's another one
I
wanted
heard
to
about
see.
that with Sterling K.
Yeah.
Yes. I want to go.
Like
see
they're getting
that.
revenge for their mom.
have
Like the guy, her.
We'll have a conversation about that.
Yeah, their dad freaking like poured hot grease or something on her, and like scarred her, and disfigured her, and like
It's gonna be.
left her bedridden.
I
She's
heard
like,
it was very heavy.
Kill that mofo.
I heard it was very heavy. So, but a necessary conversation that we need to have. You know what? And that's what. And people have to realize that. And understand that, like, why? Why does it have to be this? Blah, blah, blah. Art. And you're an artist, so you already know this.
Yeah.
Art imitates life.
Yeah.
And if you are not making art that is reflecting your world or how you see your world, then what are you doing?
Yeah.
What exactly are you?
Yeah. Art's supposed to imitate life.
What are you doing? Are you? Oh, I know what you're doing. You're making content, and art and content are two totally different things. So.
People love content people nowadays. They're definitely not artists nowadays. Very, very few and far between. I know my circle.
And I told people that,
artists in my circle.
I truly feel that there is going to be an art renaissance. I truly believe that this AI bubble, it has to, because it cannot sustain itself. It will pop, because I truly feel that people want real art again.
Yeah.
Real people people using their hands. I'd say the last, like, up to you can take it is graphic design, but using Adobe Suite, using Photoshop, like actually using Photoshop, using the pen tool, like graphic design. That's like the furthest,
As far as artistry.
in forms of
It's
artistry.
a commercial art game, though. I get that. I'm like
Graphic design is art.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
It is art.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you got listen. I'm in a commercial art game too. I do comic books and stuff. So there's always someone who's going to letter, and that's all graphic design.
Typography is graphic design is art.
And a lot of times those are the unsung heroes. A lot of times.
So, but typing a prompt and then having something pop out, good for you, and I'm glad
but
that
please
like
don't
you
call
feel
it-
creative,
don't call it art.
but please do not call it. Call it what it
Because you're
is.
not, unless you're putting in the work to put it in the sketch and then ink it and then color it, or even just throwing down paint and rendering your piece.
feeling of like working for a
Yeah.
finished product,
Yeah.
a finished painting, a finished song.
And people are just afraid to fail nowadays, and that's the one thing about artistry is like people just not willing to to trip and fall and make ugly work and make ugly
You're
stuff.
going to make bad shit. I make
10,000 hours.
bad stuff. I still make songs. I still do graphic design. I still write poetry. Sometimes it's just not good. It's just
Yeah.
and that is okay.
Yeah,
That's okay.
it's a human experience. Like learning to be able to get good work after doing such crap work, or just work that you don't feel like is your bar. But then the art is subjective. Like why are you allowing a computer to say something is art or to say something is worthwhile when you're realistically not even putting in the work? You're literally stealing from hundreds, thousands of years of information that has been, uploaded. Thank God we can see it on the internet and stuff like that. So these people can learn and understand like the greats and the masters and stuff like that. But then like you're just taking that information and having someone else do it for you. You might as well pay an artist to do that, because that's what artists do.
That's what artists do.
People also don't want to pay the money for it. They don't understand how much. Like I've been drawing since the age of 5, and I'm 35 now.
Yeah.
So for 30 years I've been drawing.
Yeah.
Consistently on and off, whatever you want to do, whatever.
Yeah.
Because we have peaks and valleys when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah.
But for 30 years, I could say I've put pen paper to pencil to paper,
Pencil to paper,
and then or now
ink to paper, whatever you want to say.
even that, but like even taking the like getting Procreate and like Photoshop and translating my art digitally.
Procreate is gorgeous. Procreate's fine.
I still got to do the work. I still want to put in the
You
work.
still got even when you're using Procreate, you still have to do the work to make it good.
Yeah.
Procreate is fine, perfect. Like digital art is still art to me because you are.
I used to talk mess about digital artists. I don't say a damn word no more. Because
No,
now with the
it's a
AI,
skill.
after the AI
It's a
movement,
skill.
I'm like, I
It's a
apologize
skill.
to any digital artist I've ever
No.
felt like I've wronged.
It truly is a skill because
Because that's just me. I just don't like. Not that I don't like digital. I take the digital now because of it's the game. Like most things aren't traditional unless you're either reselling it, original work, or if it's like pages. I might pencil and then throw everything else digital after that point.
But as artists and as a community,
But if you put it in the work to be able to render and do all that stuff, yeah, you got it.
as a community though of artists, do we need to begin to say this is content and this is art, and we're going to judge these separately because they're two different things? But that's the thing with content, because you're still like, okay, people who do videography, cinema, like you're still using a camera. It's still technically art, but what am I trying to say? Anytime that I look at a piece, graphic design, a painting, I read a poem, I look at someone's drawing, I look at their illustration, I always think to myself, what was the artist trying to say with this work?
Yeah.
What is the message that they are trying to convey with this certain piece? And when you go online, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, it is technically art. But okay, take for instance, how many shorts have you watched today on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram? How many shorts did you watch today? Just throw out a number.
Minimum probably 20 to 30.
How many of them do you remember?
Maybe like one or two.
Okay.
The funny ones, the ones that are like at least worthwhile. And at that point, I'm already sending them out to the homies. Like the ones that I like are really worthwhile and stuff like that. I'm sending them out anyways. I'm sending them to the homies.
Are these 3 or 4 separate videos that you find funny? Okay, and it's whatever. Is it something that you're going to reference back to in, let's say, a week from now, a month from now, a year from now?
There's maybe only a few in the long haul, but I hate to say most of those reels or the shorts, whatever. If I'm watching them, bringing them back, the likelihood is that they're artist related. If I'm running back and going back to them and referencing them, I'm like saving these. I'm like sharing them with the friends because it's like, oh, Procreate tip or anything that's worthwhile. Like other than that, it's mainly like humor and like.
I'm saying like we're not gonna go to the museum. I mean, hell, we might actually. This would actually happen. But like, are we gonna go to the museum and then be like, these are the top shorts of 2026? Like, do you really think that's gonna happen in the future? These are the top shorts. It is a possibility.
There's a possibility.
Society is that fucking stupid right now. So that is a possibility.
Well, no, you can't. You can't consider stupidity in the realm of like archivists.
Why are we lifting that up?
No, because it's a moment. I hate to say it. There's gonna be one day where we're gonna look back at this and be like, this was a moment in history.
Culturally,
because there's things that shift. Like technology advances as much as people hate AI.
I'm saying
it's just advancing so much that it's like it's alarming. But we advance in a way that benefits the people who fund it and put the money behind it. So if like people are putting money and funding behind like Kickstarter stuff, that's why like Reese said, think about this. Even the Eisner Awards, which is a big comic book, it's like the Oscars of comic books.
Mm-hmm.
They disqualified a comic, an anthology series that I know two people who were affected by it, because someone decided to use AI, whether it was in the setup stage, whether it was in the editing stage. I guess it wasn't a part of the artwork,
But that's fair.
but they disqualified them. But now you got artists who I know personally who put in the work. Letter who won a Ringo Award.
They should be rewarded for
artists
that.
who's done Vampirella, who's done a slew of Dynamite
They
comic
should
stuff.
be rewarded. They should be recognized
Yeah,
and rewarded
but now
for that.
But now they're not. Because what happens with an anthology is that it's a group of artists. So now not only did someone do
Oh, I
something,
see what you're saying. Because
Yeah,
even though all
no.
these people put in this
Yes.
work, because
So
one or two
99
people use
99%, if
AI,
one
then
artist-
everyone's got this. Okay, I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
man.
That sucks.
Because
That sucks.
then like these guys, and like this might be the one. I'm not saying the only time, but it might be one of the few times that they can be recognized, especially as an anthology series. It's hard to get that type of recognition because so many people are putting out anthologies yearly. Like there's so many artists that are just like, hey, let's try to get ourselves out there. And sometimes anthologies are the easiest way to kind of get yourself out there. You connect yourself to a big name, but then someone takes the piss and freaking. And uses AI even in the most minuscule way, whether it's formatting their stuff, making sure like there's no errors. But like, why? Like, out of all the resources and people that were in this anthology, I know you could reach out to somebody. It's just some people just don't want to pay. Some people don't want to outsource. Some people would rather do it all themselves.
I guess.
But you gotta put in the work, especially if you know that AI is being disqualified in a lot of artistic ways. Like. The music business is already trying to crack down on AI artists, but like you still get songs out there that are like parody songs, funny songs that people put out there, and they're being streamed on these websites. So like it's a weird gray area that we're dealing with. It's one of those things where you're like, what do we like? How do you like there's people that's going to fund it and say, no, this is the future. This is the future. Like Timbaland and Diplo and Diplo saying like, oh, I can have an AI artist do my singing. Why do I need to get somebody else?
So sad.
But like,
So sad.
It's very sad because these guys are the same reason
sad.
why like MIA. But I mean, you see MIA's character. She's out here a hardcore Republican.
I don't know what is going on with that.
And she's not even from the United States.
I don't know what
she's such a grifter.
We are
thing.
literally in idiocracy right now.
It literally is.
It's literally.
But Gatorade has electrolytes. You know what I mean? But
Oh my god!
you know what I mean?
What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, just shit like.
But
that.
it's stuff like that where you're like, these artists got put on, and then you start to see the true colors and true characters, and you're like, wow, like, so the same guy who put Aaliyah on, who helped Missy Elliott make her career, who who put on and
talking
did
about AI
Nelly
now.
Furtado, Justin
But you know what?
Timberlake,
But you know
Pharrell.
But you know what? I feel like him and Diplo, they're talking like that because they're good. They can just say shit like that, and they will still be good. They have catalogs. They have catalogs that will sustain them
They get
for
residuals?
No, they're just good, and their influence in the music industry. So they can just say shit like that. If that had come out of the mouth of somebody else,
But Timbaland has signed an AI artist.
that's even more sad.
It's so mind blowing to me because I'm like, I hate to have the AI talk, but like, God, man, it sucks. And there's people I know
No, we
that
have
use
to have
it,
the AI.
and
We
I'm like,
have to have
if
the
you're using it as
AI
a tool, I can understand that. But like, still, you're like,
Do you really need it?
yeah, like the human
you
brain
really need
is
it?
the human brain not strong enough to
Look
be
at
able
what
to.
the human brain has accomplished over these
Yeah.
past however
It
100
created
million.
AI.
Come on.
I feel like we're
The
selling
point I'm
ourselves
trying
short,
to
and
make-
we're going to head down a way that it's going to like
The point I'm
and like I
trying to
said, if it
make-
was used as a tool predominantly to help with things that didn't hurt the environment, and there's humane ways to do it, but no one's doing it the humane way. No one wants to do it the humane way. You don't make money the humane way.
No. And that's
It's not the
why-
profit margins these people want. You
No,
know what I mean?
and that's what's,
That's what sucks.
difficult.
But they say it's inevitable as the future. Like, no, nothing's inevitable.
Nothing's inevitable. People are just deciding that this
Our
is
death-
the way that
death
they
is
want to
inevitable.
go.
doesn't know. I mean, we're all gonna get there eventually, but I mean,
You know what I mean?
AI
Like,
is not
say AI is
inevitable.
inevitable? No.
No,
Kiss my
no,
growth with
that's
that.
a choice. That's a choice that the few are making for the many, saying this is what's going to happen because they're still profiting. This is the point they're trying to make. Just all in all, with AI. Pick up the pen, pick up the pencil, log into Adobe Suite, DaVinci Resolve, whatever
Our typewriter.
whatever means it, whatever
Run your
medium, whatever you use your brain and your hands to make that art. I guarantee you, the feeling that you will experience when you finish is going to be much greater than typing a prompt into ChatGPT.
And remember that it's a process.
And you get to show people like, hey, look at what I'm like.
Yes.
It's going to be a way better feeling.
People just don't want to put in the work. People don't want to put in the time.
Point blank.
And people don't want to pay the money for
Point
artists
blank.
and for people who actually have these
Speaking
skills.
of which, yeah, people who, and that's a whole problem too. People who want to hire photographers, illustrators, illustrators, and not pay these people. Like, oh, well, you can just do it for exposure. Dog, I'm literally a starving artist. Exposure is not paying my bills.
Let me.
Exposure is not paying my bills. Have you ever gotten that before?
I'm bringing it up because think about this. Like the cameras that we own are not cheap.
Yeah.
Even on the cheap end.
Yeah,
like
my DSLR was like $800. Like this was years ago.
But like regardless, like we're putting the investment, and people don't want to invest in us.
My lenses
need
cost money.
$100-something lens on the minimum. If you get like a nifty 50,
That's
or
a
something.
minimum.
Like, but you're talking about mostly like $1,000 lenses.
Yeah.
And depending if you want to get into like a good friend of mine is working his way and got a press pass for bare knuckle boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's been putting the work. He's been buying the cameras. He's been saving his money, and then people want to be like, oh, I'll pay you I'll pay you for your help here. Here's some exposure. I'll tag you. We'll follow each other. And you're like, no, I can't pay the bills and I can't pay for my stuff if you don't give me money.
Think about all the art supplies
I didn't put in 30 years of work for me to do stuff for free unless I personally say I'm doing it for free.
I didn't take out loans for school to just do exposure work, dog.
Bro.
I have to pay the shit back. I went to school for a reason.
I have the knowledge and know how to do it in 30 seconds because I put in the work and the time and the money.
Did we talk about that? The
Picasso thing?
The Picasso quote?
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure that is Picasso.
Where a guy came up to him and he was like, hey, can you draw this for me? He drew the thing.
30 seconds.
And he's like $1 million or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, you drew that in 30 seconds. He's like, yeah, it took me however many years.
It took my whole life to be able to draw this in 30 seconds.
Thank you.
My whole life.
Don't be disingenuous to us. We won't be disingenuous to you. When we ask a price, it's for a reason.
Yeah. When
and
people say,
a lot of times, I hate to say, a lot of us sell ourselves short.
We do, but like when people say, "Oh, like you make it look so easy," it's because it's because of practice. That's what practice is.
Yeah.
All musicians. I mean, growing up watching my friends. Playing all their instruments, they made it look easy. But at the same, when we were growing up, I watched them practice for hours, every single day.
You got to put in the work to be able to get it. I'm telling you.
I watched them practice while I was practicing my art or doing whatever I would like. It's practice.
Yeah. But I guess it's a long about way to say, go back to the art. Put in the work.
Go back to the physical.
Even if it's a half hour a day.
Analog. Go back to the analog.
I'm telling you, 30 minutes a day is all you need. If you're willing to put in the time to be able to put these prompts in, you have the time.
Because you mentioned that's the 10,000 hour rule, which may have been started by the Beatles, but Ed Sheeran even talks about the 10,000 hour rule.
Yeah, it's
anyone who's a master of their craft talks about the 10,000 hour rule.
Yes.
Anyone.
Put in 10,000 hours. And by the time you hit that number, you'll be where you need to be.
You will be a master or an expert in whatever.
But you gotta put in the work.
You do.
Surprised how quick 10,000 hours will hit you.
I mean, you could split that up throughout the years or whatever,
Because you're not gonna do it overnight. That's one thing. People want things like yesterday, and I'm like, dog, come on.
No.
Like, not everyone works at the same pace. Not everyone's super fast. Not everyone's always the slowest. But like, we also have lives we live. We also have things we do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was going to school full time and working full time. I don't know how I did it.
Don't
don't
believe the hype that you see online with these other creators and stuff. People with real lives who have to pay real bills and shit. Don't believe you are, whatever pace you are at right now in your art career, you are going at the right pace because it's your pace.
Duran Bernard talks about, after winning the Grammy recently, in an interview, saying he was singing backup vocals for Erykah Badu, which I remember seeing him, and still going home afterwards and like driving Uber and doing like DoorDash and like Lyft and stuff like that. Like it doesn't happen overnight, and even when you're getting the recognition and stuff, it's not always as lucrative.
The bills are still there.
They're still there. You still gotta pay for stuff. You still gotta live.
The bills are still there.
But it's about putting in the work and putting in the time.
I heard through some Gen Z people. No, I think the guy that I follow is a millennial, but he has conversations about the culture. He's decent. He's cool. But evidently, which I knew, but all these influencers and stuff, that came out wrong. All of these influencers are broke.
Oh, yeah.
They're broke.
Yeah.
It's all a sham, which I knew.
Yeah.
Illusions,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They live
The
above
apartment, the cars or whatever, they're renting out the cars for the... Yeah, all that shit is fake.
Yeah. They gotta wait till the end of the year to get their bag. They're taking all this stuff and running it off.
And now I heard that TikTok and they're not paying like how they used to before. So it's like I said, the art renaissance, because TikTok's not paying like how it used to. Instagram's not paying like where are people gonna. So do you feel like these social platforms are going to stop paying how people were making it big before?
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to start to drift away from doing quote unquote the art and content. Yeah. Do you feel people are going to start to drift away from this content?
I think
craze?
So because it's
not going to be lucrative.
No, screw the lucrative.
That's why most people are doing.
No, but like that's few and far between, and most people are not genuine. So you see some of these guys online that go to Japan, and then like they're going to like these small little mom and pop shops, and then they're taking a bite of this food and spitting it out. And
really?
And then they go to McDonald's or Burger King over there, and they're like, "This is the best food I've ever had." And I'm like, okay, first of all, if your whole content is just shamming on like real good food and saying that fast food's better, clearly like there's a disconnect, and you should clearly like reevaluate like your moral compass and like your intent in life, because that's really disrespectful when you have real people. Like don't get twisted. I love a good fast food spot. I'll hit a KFC. Yeah. I'll hit a Wendy's or a Burger King. Like there's nothing wrong with that. When I went to Puerto Rico, I'd eat Burger King. I love Burger King in Puerto Rico. It tastes different. But like to disrespect and spit out food, that means your palate is not refined enough. And maybe you shouldn't be doing
they would
food.
spit it out right in front of the people's face?
They would like have a camera in their face, take a bite of something, and spit it out right on the plate.
In Japan?
Like literally, like
wow.
That's like that can literally be.
That's so disrespectful, bro.
No, because
that's so disrespectful.
And the issue is that like in Japan, that's taken very seriously.
Yes, that's what I said. It's very disrespectful.
Like people were like not going to their shop because they were like, oh, this guy don't like it. Oh, this must be bad.
That's what I'm saying. That's really
and then like I said, if you're finding fast food more refined than actual like real cooked
If you
barbecue
don't like
food.
it, you don't have to ruin someone else's bag.
Don't make the
yo.
video.
You don't have to ruin
Don't make
someone's
the video.
bag.
And they gave them free food. They gave them like a whole bunch of stuff hooked up.
Yeah.
And just for them to do that to them, like dog, if you don't like it, you go up to them, you say respectfully, I can't post this. I'm not gonna post this. We can
Yeah.
I'm sorry for wasting your time. Like, I don't feel like I personally like the food, and I want to make sure I paint you in a better light. No, let me just spit this food out
But
on the
see-
plate and then go to
but
McDonald's,
see,
eat a Whopper, and be
that's
like, this is the
because-
best thing ever. Like,
But
come
see,
on,
that's
dog.
because you have a moral compass, which a lot of people are lacking nowadays. You have a moral compass. Like, you actually think about, okay, how is me posting this video
That's what
actually
Keith-
going to affect this restaurant?
That's what Keith Lee does. Keith Lee will not post you. If he does not like your food, he's not going to post you.
Keith Lee is cool.
No, he's amazing. And he's a former UFC. I don't know. I don't think he's at UFC, but he's like he got hands. That's all I gotta say.
Oh,
don't,
yeah?
don't play with that boy. Don't play with that
Oh,
boy.
yeah.
Yeah, he's like he got hands. But he's one of those dudes. He's a stand-up dude. He's true, and he said multiple times. He's like, if I don't like your food, or if I try it and it's not going to be good for your favor, I will not post you. I will tell you personally, like I won't post it. Like it's just not my thing. I'd rather put people on like what I like to eat and like where my palate sits than like just do it for the clickbaits. And like people are doing it for the clout, doing it for the clickbaits, not realizing how detrimental their brand is.
Yeah.
And it's a brand at the end of the day. And people are going to associate you with being like disingenuous and like just not to mess with. And soon those people are gonna end up losing. Like, oh, weren't you the? Nah, I'm okay. I don't need the public. Oh, but yeah, but just give us some free food. No, I'm okay. You have a good one. And you can go about your way because as soon as you go to post like, oh, this restaurant didn't even want to talk to me. I was gonna, we were gonna hook them up, whatever. It's like, no, you already showed your hand. Like you're done. Like I'm folding. Like
Exactly.
You're good. Like I'm good. So I think the influencer saga that's happening, like
Think it's coming to a close.
Podcast is interesting because I never thought I'd want to do something like this. I was always on the fence about it.
I've always wanted to, but it's like I couldn't find somebody who just liked everything, who shared interest in almost everything that I had, and who was also an artist. That was like, so like when my first day at the store, I was like, oh shit, who is this person? He's like really cool, and I was like, yo, we should do a podcast because
because it wasn't immediate, but like a couple weeks into us meeting, it was like we chilled, we did some art together.
Yeah, it was like,
freaking
might as well just
hanging out. But it was always like this. It was very interesting because I feel like I got mad homies. We've had very introspective talks and stuff like that. But I just know a lot of my friends probably are not in the right mindset, but more of like maybe their life is going in different directions, and doing a podcast with them might be difficult, or because everyone has different intents, but like it was like almost instantaneous when it was like when you were like, yo, would you be interested in this? And it was kind of like, yo, like
I just knew.
Yeah,
I just knew.
But it felt right.
Yeah, I just knew.
Because I'm thinking me and some other friends have tried, but like everyone's schedule is so different. And sometimes it's like that link of like being able to at least schedule something can be very difficult, especially with friends. Because then like within friend groups, there's like sub friend groups, and everyone does things, and they have their own goals and tasks, and they like to enjoy their free time in different ways. So you can't knock that. But also like when someone comes up to you and it's like, yo, XYZ, like, are you interested in this? Would you be down for this? Like almost instantly whether or not the relationship can either withstand or is a great starting point for something that can blossom and grow into
because
something different.
you could have just been like, who the fuck is this kid? Absolute, like I don't know him from Adam, so
That's why that's it.
Yeah.
That's why when we got the title and the fact that it was not even taken, I was kind of because it's like
it was like a
because
sign.
honestly we're pretty like we're only like a month or so into knowing each other as people.
Yeah,
But like through the conversations we've had within this past month, working together, all that, like I feel like there's been a different understanding, a different
I think it might also be too because like I was talking about last episode with the growth and the change that I've had.
last year, I no longer, you're pretty much, and not just you, but with anyone that I meet, you're pretty much getting, I'm showing you exactly who I am.
Yeah.
So there's not a guessing game. Like how I act at work or how I act out, but that's how I'm gonna act here.
Yep.
There's no, and that was a personal decision, and I know that everybody's not like that. They're reserved, shy. I've just always felt that by me being real, it allows other people to also be vulnerable and real, and then you start to connect, because at the end of the day, we're all human beings.
Yeah.
And for the most part, you're going to find somebody who pretty much all, I mean, not going to say pretty much all, but you're going to find people who share the same interests as you. It's just that I found in the past before, like, it's difficult to connect with people now because of the world, how disconnected we are because of social media.
I said that all the time.
Everyone is literally operating in their own world, and because of just what's happening now, everyone, I feel a lot of people a lot of times are defensive, as they should be, because we are living in very scary times right now. So I get it. I understand.
And a very post-COVID world too is like that.
Yeah, and COVID fucked up everybody mentally too, because we were all, unless you worked in retail or hospital, you were stuck inside.
Yeah.
You really couldn't go
My
anywhere.
life didn't change at all when
Mine either. I was still going to work every single day.
every day. I
had
can't lie.
to
Probably the
deal-
best travel times I've ever had. I was able to get from like East,
15
like from
minutes.
like East Rutherford all the way to like Parsippany area in like 15 minutes.
Oh,
It
bro, I
it
was
mind-blowing.
going. I was going down to freaking Basking Ridge, and it was easy. But and now is the time of it got deep. It just happens that way. Now is the time of people, I feel, need to come together community wise, because what's happening, we can't rely on them anymore. We have to lift up and help each other now as people to survive. I mean, because this shit is just, it's just the way of the world now. And I believe that the universe is forcing, all of this is happening the world is going through a drastic change right now. Yeah. And it's going to get worse before it gets better. 100%. And that's okay, because if you look at history, it's just history repeating itself. Yeah. But
it's kind of like a bug's life, we're the ants. There's more of us than there are the grasshoppers. That's how we got to start thinking.
We have to work together. We have to work together on this. I mean, where we live right now, I mean, things have happened, but we're okay. I will say, I like living in the tri-state area, because we have access to so many different things all at once.
Without a doubt.
If I had to live somewhere else, it would obviously be on the West Coast.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for the West Coast.
Why not? Why not?
I don't know, man.
Why not?
There's like so many things.
I mean, I wouldn't be into the whole, I know how they are over there, LA.
Well, I don't care
stuff.
about that. I'm just talking about like elements. Like they got earthquakes and stuff over there.
Oh, yeah. We had one, though.
We dealt with like a 3-point something. And that
was scary.
That was crazy.
That was scary. I was nervous.
And most California people would laugh at us.
I was like, what's going on? What is this? What is this rumbling?
In California, like, bruh, really? 3.5? I wish we had a 3.5.
Yeah, that's nothing.
I can get back to work after that one.
I say that, the West Coast, because I don't need the seasons anymore.
Yeah.
Jersey winters are unfucking bearable, bro. I don't want to, like, wintertime.
How we're talking about that brick or hot.
Bro, it is either, Jersey is either it's brick or it is scorched earth out here. I mean, even today, I'm like, God damn. And it's, but no, it was cold yesterday.
It was chilly yesterday.
And now it's
It
hot.
wasn't bad at all, though. Yes,
Oh
yesterday
my
was still kind
God.
of temperate. Especially after the midday. No, I think, you know what? I'm gonna fight back on that one. Yesterday was actually a pretty warm day. Even at night, it was fairly warm. I mean, it cools down in Jersey all the time. The wind. Oh, that's
When
Jack.
it's-
Excuse me.
The what?
I said the wind is always
Oh,
a
yeah,
big
yeah,
issue
yeah.
in Jersey, but I can't lie. It's pretty good.
How did we start talking about the weather? I'm so confused.
We're old men, that's why.
We're old men.
So
So what else is going on? Hold on.
that's it. That's all I got. I think it's on my. I wrote. We think. What there's so many topics.
I mean,
I think-
yeah. I mean,
I get it.
yeah.
And there's
I
always
mean,
more to talk about. But maybe we save it for the next episode. You know.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know.
That's true. I probably gotta. I mean, we went over everything that I could. I mean, so you thinking every Tuesday?
Yeah, we can aim for that.
Every Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tuesday would be.
I'll talk to what's her name, and yeah, see if we can
What's
do
their
that.
names, right?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say their name.
No, I know.
Yeah.
No,
so,
but I'm saying their names.
yeah,
'cause
I'll
that's
talk
more than
to
one.
my boss.
Your bosses and
yeah,
The schedulers, your schedulers.
just schedulers, you
There's
know,
there's
because
multiple you're doing.
I am an artist, but I still have to go clock in.
Listen, don't be ashamed of that, man.
So-
we need insurance. We need to pay the
Still
bills.
gotta go fucking
If
clock
you're making
in.
money on art too, it's a bonus. But
Yeah.
I get it.
Hope I didn't come off sounding. I mean, you know what? I don't care if I came off sounding like a hater. I don't care.
About what?
I feel very passionate about art because just like you, I started at 4 or 5 years. I started very young drawing,
Yeah.
and I've been an artist my whole life, and like I dedicate my life to it. Everything that I do.
Heck yeah.
So
Since most people can remember, including myself. So
and
I said that's saying like myself included, because you know there's mad. Listen, that's all I ever talked about is about drawing and being an artist, and it's been my whole identity. Not completely, of course, but that's one of the defining factors for me. But I've always found like something comforting is something like I belonged. It's even my pops is making me draw Winnie the Pooh characters really young, like being like I want to see you draw. I get it. It's like something that you're like even when your parents are like impressed by it, you're like oh that's kind of cool. Like I didn't think my parents.
hanging your stuff on the fridge.
Yeah, but
and
now
showing
well,
like
now
friends
they-
and family, like, oh, my baby did this.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
that feeling.
Heck yeah.
That feeling. But the ability to express yourself with a crayon, a marker, a pen, or even if you do shit. I even like people who do collage work. Even that's art to me.
There's a person near the where we work that
Yeah.
their wife does collage work stuff.
You can do paper mache. You can do.
There's a
what
girl.
else?
There's a girl I know that runs a ceramic course.
You can crochet. You can do
Yeah.
ceramics. There are so many. Well, personally, I think that everything is art.
Yeah.
I think that 99.9% of professions are art.
If you write too, don't forget about writing.
You're right. So like take for instance, right? Being a lawyer.
Yeah.
Being a lawyer, I believe that is an art form because you have to orate, you have to be able to speak very well. And if you're defending someone who you don't agree with, but you're still their lawyer, you have to act.
Yeah.
You have to act.
Hell yeah.
Acting is an art. Acting is one of the oldest art forms.
Yeah.
So it's I believe most things. I believe most people are artists. They just don't recognize what they're doing as art.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. It's like architecture. Architecture is like a fine line of like artistry and meets like commercial industrialism type stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's like you're making buildings.
You gotta
and structures.
design.
Yeah, but you got to be able to draw and render. Even if you do it
Yeah.
now with CAD,
You gotta be good
3D
at
CAD.
math. Fuck that.
that.
I know you gotta mix you gotta take so many things into factors. It's like art meets science.
Bro.
It's intense. I applaud, and most architectures either they drop out or they drop like flies, sadly. But
I will write you
if you do architecture,
poetry and sonnet. I will write you something beautiful. But when it comes to math, it's just I don't
mind math, but like I said, math like you said, excuse me. Math no.
It's just something that just never clicked for me.
But
of course, I can hold my own, but I'm not going. I just always struggle. English was my best subject. That was, and art obviously, but I don't count art as a subject because I was just I just showed up.
It was like I get to learn this in school.
I get to learn this in school. This is great, awesome. But
I got a grade on this.
Yeah, but no English, and my 8th grade teacher was the one who, obviously, I had been reading books and stuff before, but he's the one who got me more serious about writing and about the English language, just in general. And I just writing became English I love it. But equations and shit and graphs, I'm not doing that.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I'll draw them.
I'll draw them. I will draw you bar
I'll draw in the background with Batman looking at graphs and charts and stuff.
Yeah, but I'm not computing.
Unless I need to. That's not necessarily. That's definitely need to. But that's too funny.
Yeah, we were supposed to. Damn, we just trailed off again. So you can find me on Instagram at Terrence Taylor Photography. That's Terrence with an A. So TERRANCE Taylor TAYLOR Photography on Instagram. And for you, Ray?
You can find me at Ray_N_art. That's RAY_ N as in Nancy _ART. Ray and Art. Come find us, say what's up, and hope to see you guys next time. This is the episode 2 of Similar Strangers. I'm Ray, and my co-host and host.
Oh shit, that's me. Oh yeah, and I'm Terry. I zoned out. I was thinking it because you said N for Nancy, and that made me think of something. It made me think of a comedy like N for Where is that from?
I can't.
Oh, I'm thinking of Archer. There was an episode of Archer. But you've never watched Archer. We'll get into that.
I was just going to say next week.
We'll get into that next time because I can dedicate. Yeah, I love that show. All right, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you next week.